If you've ever wondered about the finest spots to call home in Maryland, you're in for a treat. Maryland, the land of blue crabs and beautiful landscapes, has something for everyone, from charming towns to vibrant cities. We've scoured the state to find those gems where life is simply fantastic. In this video, we'll explore neighborhoods that offer a taste of Maryland's unique charm and character. Number 10. Tacoma Park. Tacoma Park, Maryland is super close to Washington, D.C. It's so close that some folks like to compare the two, but don't do that. They're actually quite different, and that's what makes Tacoma Park a unique place to call home. Tacoma Park leans pretty far to the left in terms of politics. If you're a strong Republican, you might want to keep moving south. But if you love the idea of living in a very free-spirited, liberal place, then Tacoma Park could just be your thing. Here, people really care about the environment, and many of the 17,000 plus residents are big fans of nature and solar power. They're super passionate about making their own town a nuclear-free zone. Even teenagers as young as 16 and 17 can vote in local elections here. Some folks might call Tacoma Park a heaven for hippies. It's full of places like hot yoga studios, shops with vintage clothes, stores selling old vinyl records, and more vegetarian restaurants than you can count. They also have a famous Tacoma Park Folk Festival that draws crowds from all around the area. Of course, all these perks come at a price. The average home here is worth about $675,000 in the middle of 2003. Number 9. Columbia. Columbia is quite unique. It's a well-planned town with 10 separate neighborhoods, all created by a forward-thinking city planner who believed cities should be places where people could thrive. They had strict rules to control city expansion and make a place where everyone could live, work, grow, and be happy. Now you can see the success of this plan because Columbia is very popular. In 2023, it was ranked the best city in Maryland to raise a family by both Wallet Hub and livability. It even got 13th place in a national survey, and it's the only city in Maryland to make it on the list. So, who is Columbia a good fit for? Well, it's a great place to live for just about anyone who wants to be in a safe, well-organized community, as long as they can afford it. Houses here are a bit pricey for Maryland, costing around $475,000 according to Zillow. Number 8. Ellicott City. Take a journey to Ellicott City, a lovely old town that goes back to colonial times. It sits in the Tiber River Valley, not far from Baltimore. You can dive into the town's history by visiting museums, staying in old inns, eating at historic restaurants, and shopping in charming stores. And the best part is, you still get all the modern conveniences you need. Ellicott City has some really great schools, and they're dedicated to taking care of the environment. That's why it's considered one of the top places to live in the United States. You can also have outdoor adventures here, with lots of hiking and biking trails. And there are plenty of places to enjoy outdoor fun, so it's a perfect mix of the past and the present. Number 7. Baltimore. Baltimore, with its 570,000 residents, is not exactly tiny, but it's not as popular as cities like Washington, D.C., New York City, Boston, and Philly. Plus, it's going through some changes. Instead of dealing with the crazy competition in big cities and struggling to make ends meet, young people are heading to Baltimore. They find that their money can stretch further there. It's a pretty neat change. Are you looking to make your housing budget go further? Well, in Baltimore, the typical home costs around $182,000 in June 2023, according to Zillow. That's much less than the national average of $348,000. If you're into renting, you can find places for an average of $1,500, which is pretty affordable. If you've got some extra cash to spend on a great neighborhood, Zillow recommends checking out places like Bolton City, Charles North, Mount Vernon, and Greenmount West. Now, we've got to mention that some people say Baltimore has a bad reputation for crime, but it's important to know that the city is aware of this issue and is working hard to make it better. They're committed to improving safety. Number 6. North Potomac. North Potomac, a suburb with around 24,000 people in Montgomery County, Maryland, is a pretty special place. People really want to live here because of the great schools, its closeness to Washington, D.C., and well, it can be a bit more expensive. Even though North Potomac is a suburb, it's kind of like the countryside. You'll see big houses and horse farms around. Plus, there are golf courses and country clubs. Even though it feels rural, you're not far from big shopping areas and restaurants. You can also easily get to 2 major airports. All in all, North Potomac is a lovely community that gives its residents a great quality of life. It's a bit different and pretty amazing. Number 5. Burtonville. Burtonville, Maryland is a small town between Baltimore and Washington. It's a diverse and close-knit community. People here are friendly, and there's a nice, welcoming atmosphere. You'll find plenty of things to do, like hiking, biking on trails, as well as fun community events and festivals. This town has a long history, going back to the Revolutionary War, and you can explore many old places. You'll also discover a lively art scene, with local artists showing their work in galleries and public places. If you're searching for a place to live, Burtonville is a great choice. Come and see all the wonderful things this charming town has waiting for you. Number 4. Thurmont. You might be surprised to find Thurmont, a town with just over 6,500 people, on our list of the best places to live in Maryland. But there are some good reasons for it. First, the average income in Thurmont is around $82,000, which is quite good. And what's even better is that the average house only costs $363,000. Now, Thurmont isn't for everyone, but if you're someone who loves the outdoors, it's a fantastic place to call home. It's right in between 2 amazing state parks and is known for the gateway to the mountains. One of these parks, Cunningham Falls State Park, has the biggest waterfall in Maryland. Plus, being close to Catoctin Mountain Park means residents can easily explore the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. So even though Thurmont is small, it offers a great lifestyle for those who love nature and outdoor adventures. Number 3. Bethesda. Not far from Washington, D.C., Bethesda has always been a lively city on its own, but now it's become a well-known place for shopping, eating, and enjoying arts and culture. Right in the heart of downtown Bethesda, there are cool stores and small shops where you can buy fancy clothes or handmade jewelry. Bethesda has many art galleries, theaters for live performances, and museums. And if you're hungry, you have over 200 restaurants to pick from, so you'll find the perfect place for any occasion. Whether you want a fun night out or a relaxing day of exploring, Bethesda has something for everyone. It's a unique and vibrant place. Number 2. Handover. As you check out the town of Handover, you can't help but be enchanted by its Maryland-style charm. It's right in the middle of Chesapeake Bay area, so you can have all kinds of outdoor fun. You could spend a day crabbing on a boat or explore the nearby parks and trails. And when you want to chill out, Hanover's shopping district at Arundel Mills is a great place to go for a night of fun. Picture yourself living in one of our brand new homes, right in the heart of all these exciting things. It's like a dream come true. Number 1. Frederick. Frederick, Maryland is larger than Thurmont and Tacoma Park, but still smaller than Baltimore, with about 82,000 people, or 279,000 if you count the greater Frederick, Maryland County area. It's the second biggest city in Maryland. It's just the right size for people who want a bit of everything. The city is located where Native American trails cross the Blue Ridge Mountains and pass through the rolling Piedmont Hills. These old trails later became the main routes used by early settlers, and they played a big role in the Revolutionary War. Frederick is like a mix of old and new. The historic downtown area is filled with beautiful old churches that look like works of art against the city's skyline. One quick online search and you'll see what we mean. This city is stunning. Instead of tearing down old buildings, they've repurposed them. And there's a lovely canal running through the city with great walking and biking paths alongside it. The city's excellent job at preserving its historic buildings earned it the title of Distinct Destination. Maryland is fast becoming one of the top spots to live on the East Coast. If you're thinking about moving to Maryland, we hope you enjoyed our featured places and hopeful you'd find one to call your home soon.